Hello, welcome. In today's video, we are learning something new. We're learning about rhythm. Do you remember all the way back in our first video when we learned so and me? We learned this song, Cuckoo Cherry Tree. Let's try singing it one time to see if we remember it. If not, you just try and listen to learn the song. Sounds like this.
Cuckoo cherry tree, will you change place with me?
Now for today, we're just going to focus on that first line, this line that sounds like this. Cuckoo cherry tree. So just using that line, can we sing it and stomp the beat with our feet? You can't see our feet in this video, but hopefully you can hear it. So we'll stomp loud, you stomp at home, or maybe if you're sitting and you don't want to stand up, you can just pat your thighs or something like that that gives you the beat. The beat is steady, like your heartbeat. The beat does not change. So we're going to sing this song and stomp the beat. Off we go, cuckoo cherry tree. Did you feel that? That steady beat that goes like that. Now rhythm is a little bit different. Rhythm is the way the words go. We're going to clap the rhythm. So the rhythm will sound like this. Cuckoo cherry tree. Let's do that all together. Off we go, cuckoo cherry tree. Can you get out 4 fingers? We had 4 beats in this song. Cuckoo cherry tree. Let's tap the rhythm on our fingers. Off we go,
Cuckoo cherry tree.
One of those looks different to me. Do you know what one it was? Was it this one? Cuckoo cherry tree. Something was different about that. Do you know what it was? Maybe if you're watching this video with someone, pause the video. Think about that. What was different? I'm going to tell you now. It had 2 taps, didn't it? Cuckoo cherry tree. I tapped that finger 2 times. That beat had 2 taps on it. So now, if I look at the board here, you'll see how I have these dots written out. And dots like that in music, to give them their correct rhythm, remember the rhythm was the way the words go, how fast or slow each note is. These dots need stems. So there are their stems, but if I spoke this just as it's written, it would go like this. Cuckoo cherry tree. But that's a little different than we just did it, isn't it? These 2 were faster, so they need a beam. That beam connects them and turns them into one beat. So now we have ta, ta, taka, ta. Those words ta and taka are words we use to help us remember the rhythm of these notes as we're going along. So ta gets 1 beat, and taka is 2 little parts that go together to make 1 beat.
Great. So just in case anybody who already knows about ta and taka a little bit is just trying to make categories for this in your sort of music theory brain, or you just want a little bit of a head start in giving all of these their normal traditional music theory names, the ones that we're calling ta are called quarter notes. And the reason they're called that is because in a normal measure of 4 beats of what we'd call common time or 4/4 time signature, each note gets 1/4 of the measure. So some of you might be learning fractions at home. 1/4, each of them takes up 1/4 of the measure. And if you knew that, and you knew that each taka gets 2 notes in the space of 1/4 note, you might guess that those are then called 1/8 notes because they each take up 1/8 of the measure. Or another way of putting it is, if you had a measure full of tas, there would be 4 of them. If you had a measure full of takas, there would be 8 of them to fill 1 measure.
Now I've written out a couple patterns here. We have one that starts here. It starts with a then we have a taka, another taka, and a ta. So we're gonna try and clap these rhythms. And we're gonna clap these rhythms and say those words as we go along. Ta if it's a ta, taka if it's that faster one with the beam on top. Let's try this first line there. Ready, steady, off we go. Ta, taka, taka, ta. Did you get it? Try the second one. We'll give you a second to try it on your own. Ready, steady, off you go. All together, here we go. Taka, ta, taka, ta. Last one on the board. Give it a try on your own first. Off you go. Now we'll try it all together. Off we go. Ta, ta, taka, taka.
Very good. So you're reading rhythms now is what you're doing. You're looking at the stems and the beams and you're reading the rhythm of the notes. We haven't assigned any pitches to these yet, but that comes soon. So now let's try and put it the other way. We'll kind of give you the rhythm. I'll sing a rhythm, or speak a rhythm, I should say, and you try to write it. And you can write little note heads on. You don't even need a music staff, as we're obviously just using a blank whiteboard here. You could put this on the back of a napkin if you want to. Just a couple of circles, and the only thing you're listening for is, are they tas? Are they takas? Are they short? Are they long? Do they need a beam or just a normal stem? And so I'll sing a couple rhythms, give you a second to figure it out, and then Georgia will help you figure out whether you're right or not. Here's the first one. Ready? Taka, ta, taka, taka.
Okay, I'm gonna write mine out.
All right, so I don't know if this is what you got. Maybe you're still working on it. Feel free to pause the video if you need to. But Georgia's got taka, ta, taka, taka. The first, third, and fourth beats have beams across them. As I mentioned a bit ago, if you had a full measure of 4 beats with takas in all places, you'd have 8 total pulses. We got pretty close to that there, didn't we? So why don't we try to sing this now? So you heard me sing it, you wrote it down. Let's speak the rhythm. And just to kind of try to help train us to feel this, why don't we march the pulse, march the beat. So we're feeling 4 tas on the floor. You can't see our feet, but hopefully you can hear them. And we're gonna speak and clap this rhythm. Are you ready? Here we go. Taka, ta, taka, taka. Very good. Is that hard to coordinate? Takas in your hands with tas in your feet? That's okay. It helps you to, if you can get the rhythm in your body, it'll make it a lot easier to feel it in the future. Okay, let's try another one. How about this? Ready? Ta, taka, ta, ta. Can you write that out?
Pause the video if you need to. I'm gonna write mine out.
Very good. Is that what you got? Let's do just one more. Okay? Last one. It sounds like this. Ta, taka, ta, taka.
Last one, I'm gonna write it out.
All right. So hopefully this is making sense. If you've been following along with our videos so far, you might find this is actually pretty simple compared to what we've been doing, but we want to be able to identify those rhythms as quickly as possible. Let's try something kind of fun. We didn't talk about this before. I'd like to try singing each of these 6 rhythms one at a time while stomping the beat. And then if we can, we're going to try to do all 6 of them in a row. Is that crazy? I think we can do that.
Without stopping.
Okay, it must not be crazy. Otherwise, Georgia would have told me to stop the video and let's redo that and leave that out. So let's try it. First rhythm over here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And in between each one, we're just going to march 4 beats. And then if you can do that, we'll see what happens if we try to do them all in a row, and we'll see if we can do it too. So first one, Georgia, will you walk us through these?
All right, first one, starting there. Get your feet going. That's your beat. I'll count us in for the first one. So we're gonna clap the rhythm, stomp the beat. Ready, steady, off we go. Ta, taka, taka,
ta.
1, 2, second line.
Taka, ta, taka, ta.
Last line, off you go.
Ta, ta, taka, taka.
Now over to the blue.
Taka, ta, taka, taka.
Next one, off we go.
Ta, taka, ta, ta.
Last one, doing great.
Ta, taka, ta, taka.
Great job. All right. Now with that same beat, we're going to try and go through all of them without stopping at all. So taking out those 4 beats between each line and swooping all through our 6 patterns there. You can do it. Here we go. 1, 2, off we go.
Ta, taka, taka, ta. Taka, ta, taka, ta. Ta, ta, taka, 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 ta. Taka, taka, ta. Taka, ta, 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 taka, ta, taka.
Did you do it? I hope you had fun. So that is ta, taka, or in our music words, quarter notes and eighth notes. And we're hoping you're getting that rhythm, and we're going to start combining all this singing and rhythm together soon. So hope to see you again.